It's been a busy few months here at Yotes Games, so let's get you guys up to speed. Hyperspeed, that is. First up, one of the biggest things we did lately was get more organized. There are now tasks listed out with every single thing left to do in the project, detailed down to the hour. This way we can make more accurate release date estimates instead of just targeting hopeful goals. And each of those detailed tasks are grouped into milestones that span 1 to 3 months. Now we can track progress more closely and share that with backers every couple weeks. The next major development was the overhaul on how we implement attacks and battle animations. We created a new system from the ground up that allows for more fine-tuned control of every little thing that happens during the attack turns in battle. Precise camera movements and timing, customized control over exactly when a side effect kicks in, and the ability to determine when and where text will appear during all of it. It cost us a couple weeks of development, but it will be worthwhile when it comes to clearing up all the bugs related to out-of-sync attack animations and incorrect feedback displays. But enough beating around it. Here's the headliner you came for. We've got Ultra Ponies up in here! At long last, you can test out this Mega Evolution inspired feature. Your pony transforms into this unleashed Ultra form that can mix up battle with alternate classes, stronger stats, and all with an incredible full body makeover. You're gonna wanna see what your favorite pony looks like in this beefed up mode. To use it, just navigate to the Move Select screen and tap that little crystal ring icon to set the pony whose moves you're looking at to this Gold Ultra state. After that, you double tap the move you wanted to use and off you go. Actually, while you're here, you might notice a little makeover went down for these things. Each move's class icons are now more prominently displayed after noticing so often in people's Let's Plays that secondary elements are ignored or forgotten, being in the corner where your eye focuses and all. So we went ahead and made the elements you'd be looking at easier to spot. And we went ahead and made the elements you'd be looking for on the matchup chart more visible too. You'll see the enemy ponies classes lit up here to draw the eye. All around, a much cleaner, clearer presentation. Actually, on the topic of nicer battle UI, how's about these little status orbs here? See, now we can have these little guys explain what's going on with all the complex side effects that can be stacked up in battle. Just tap any of them and a little description box will appear that you can dismiss by tapping it again. For all the states, all the weathers, and even maladies, since we noticed players trying to click on them before, and see what they do. Just tap the little icon and you'll get to learn something about the battle system. It all ties into the philosophy of the game keeping track of all the crazy stuff going on for you, so you just focus on your battle strategy based on the info presented to you. On the overworld side of things, we have level ups fully functional. The upgrade choice stuff and everything. You'll also find sliders to adjust these values in versus mode, so try seeing what a GP focus build can do against an HP heavy one, or just go all in on BV stats and see if you could one-shot ponies. This game's all about finding new strategies to try out. We'd love to see what kind of meta evolves from this. So, all this level up stuff, plus the whole capture mechanic and the new Ultra transformations were the primary features of this demo, and we were able to knock them out pretty quick over just a few weeks. Everything else these past few months have been extra to make the demo more fun for you guys. We went ahead and added some fun little things to make the game world feel more fleshed out. For instance, as you go around kicking Tamer's butts, you'll now be able to tell which ones you've beaten already by their knocked out pony laying next to them. And when you see that pony standing back up again, that means the Tamer is ready for a rematch. Sort of like an automatic versus seeker indicator. If anybody remembers that from the good old days. Fire red and leaf green, anybody? And would you look at that? We finally got the healing sequence working with Nurse Soy over here. Right on. That also means no more auto healing after battle, so try not to get beat up too bad. In fact, if you end up with a malady inflicted pony at the end of a battle, it'll remain sick in the overworld as well. You could just walk it off, but you could pop it some medicine real quick. So now there's a reason for you to dig into the item bag to find something to make your pony pal feel better. And if you ever run low on delicious medic oats, there's a new shop system in Crystal Cave. finally giving you something to buy with all those hard-earned bits from battle. You can sell any junk you don't need and build up your fortune. Stop by the shop and buy some meteorites so you can transform your ponies into their ultra forms. Each meteorite brings out a matching pony's potential, so try out different ones to see which of your party members respond to its power. There's also a special new item for sale called a mini tutor. These work just like the normal move tutor items you find all over the place to fill in the 4th attack slot, but these mini ones only work once and on one pony only. You also lose the move if you replace it with any other in that slot. You're still going to want to hunt down the permanent version that works across all your pony's forms. And to get all those pony forms, you'll need to hunt them down in each route, which is where this nifty fella comes in handy. Back in the day, you'd have to rummage around in the grass and hope for the best. Now, we have this pony radar system in place to help you seek out the wild pony in each area, listed by rarity from left to right. Anytime you spot one of the 6 species available in the route, it'll fill in here, so you'll know once you've seen all there is to see in some place. So once you've given the new capture system a test run, you'll quickly run out of space in your pool of ponies. So here's how to get access to the rest. Any more beyond the 6 you can carry with you get put in gem storage. When you go talk to the secretary in town hall, you can ask about pony gem storage, and that's where all the extra ponies you caught end up. Swap them in, customize each one to your liking, whatever you please. This is your collection of pony forms that you can get your pony companion to turn into at any time. Oh, and on the control side of things, we've now got a virtual joystick you can toggle on and off. A big request from mobile players, even since the last game I put out. I heard you, looked into it, it's nice. But as for other controller setups, we put those on hold. Turns out this is going to be way more time consuming than we thought. There's currently UI elements that just don't gel with controller inputs across the entire menu system. And if we start swapping UI elements for special occasions, well, we might as well revamp the whole thing with controllers in mind, which we already had in mind for the DX edition being ported to consoles, so why not save all the fuss for then? So yes, controller support will be a DX edition exclusive feature, which frees up a chunk of time that pulls the mobile version release a few weeks closer. And I see this as an absolute win. Speaking of pushbacks though, we also gave updating the Ponipedia a shot, but the new menu ideas will take weeks to fully implement, so we're saving that for a couple milestones down the line. We want to put in a sort of more details page within the existing move details screen that leads to even more details in the Ponipedia. Be like an in-game encyclopedia on exactly how every mechanic works. A class matchup chart, breakdowns on maladies, more detailed state descriptions, a list of all side effects and synergies from weather, and a literal bullet point list of all the wacky things certain moves can do. Useful nerd stuff that hardcore RPG players and strategists can sink their teeth into. Similar to this old thing from Pokemon Fire Red, again, but more streamlined. But a feature we were able to squeeze in though was the dynamic music system. We can play a song's intro, then a looping version, and seamlessly blend the two. You can also set the music to change based on your actions. So now you can hear Blueco's catchy surf tune. It makes sailing around more fun, gives it character. Speaking of jams with character, here's a huge bit of news. There's a new dev on the Yotes Games team, the one and only BizarreSong. Bizarre will be helping out on the musical front, and he's already hit the ground running with an underwater track you can listen to on his Twitter page, and this level up ditty here. We're looking forward to great things to come on this soundtrack. Various scenarios and moods have been accounted for as we're aiming to make this soundtrack something special. One of those OSTs you'll get real nostalgic about years from now. No topic comes up among the team as much as the future of Yotes Games and Battle Gym Ponies. Thinking about the kinds of games we want to make in the future, reasons to reuse tools we're building from scratch right now, and the gorgeous fantasy of having more people help us make this stuff. We're looking ahead at all there is left to do, and it can feel overwhelming. But keeping pace with the time estimates for the Ultra Demo milestone so far has made us confident in the inevitability of seeing this whole process through. Just gotta march forward one task at a time. Even if you gotta peel yourself out of bed to do it. Eyes forward. Next goal in our sights is Everfree Northwest. We love the reception of the demo that was showcased at TrotCon. Although we weren't there in person, one of our top tier Discord members did us a solid and put the game up in the arcade for us, so people could stop by and play throughout the weekend. And seeing stuff like that just makes our day, because that's what it's all about. The next goal in our sights is Everfree Northwest. We need to have a new demo up by then, and it's the biggest one yet, the public Pinto demo, the one that everyone can play. Lucky for us, most of the tasks involve prettying things up and fixing bugs, stuff we can do within a month, no prob. Really looking forward to seeing people play BGP for the first time in person again. It's always just the biggest morale boost. The Ults team is a member stronger and more fired up than ever to get this game into as many hands and or hooves as possible. And the next major step towards that goal begins now. As of this recording, the faithful fine folks over on our Patreon and Kickstarter pages now have access to BGP version 0.4. Just use the same passwords from before from all the community posts and you're in. It's finally here. Big old glowy Super Saiyan style ponies ready to kick each other's butts in their final forms. At last. Alright backers, the time has come. Go forth and enjoy the brand spanking new Battle Gym Ponies Ultra Demo!